Good morning. We'll get things kicked off in a second. What's up, Summer? What's up, Mandy? Guys, it is February 22nd, 2024, 7:54 a.m. It's time for Coffee and Crime. The beautiful Summer, the beautiful Mandy Lee. Good to see you. Hellcat. Michael. We got Michael in here. What's going on, brother? Hope you're doing good, man. Andrew Boyd, what's up, bro? Man, I didn't know that motherfucker was going out loud. You should have told me that shit was echoing. What's up? What's up, JW Cleveland? Hope you're doing good. So that's why I watched my chat. I didn't know that shit was on. Motherfuckers could have told me that shit was on and making an echo. But no, y'all some lazy audience motherfuckers. Michael, what's going on? Ginger, Hellcat, Mr. Hitler. Gotta love that. Hope you guys are all doing good. Guys, it is February 22nd, 2024. I believe it is a Thursday. It is 7:55 a.m. We're doing an early morning show. We will still be live on the JB Gunner live channel at noon. Waiting on my JB fix this morning. Yes. We're doing some crime. We got some Tyrone. You know, it's Tyrone History Month. We got some Taiwanese crime we're going to be getting into. What's up, Burger Time? Motherfucker's name is Burger Time. That's what I'm talking about. We got Vincent. What's going on, brother? What's going on? Hope you guys are all doing good. We got a lot of crime stories we're going to go over here. Let me give a shout out real quick to the beautiful Mandy who sent $10. She said, I appreciate you, beautiful. Appreciate you. Let me also give a shout out to Lombard who hit the tip jar this morning, along with Kathy and Axel and Mr. Hitler. You gotta love that. Let me also give a shout out to Jimmy Fontanez who hit the tip jar this morning. Appreciate you guys. He said, last name? Your last name is Burger Time? That is a pimp. That is the greatest last name in the history of last names. Your last name is legit Burger Time? That is fucking sweet. That is fucking sweet. A broad ain't got no reason not to make you no damn hamburgers. She'd be like, bitch, it's my name. It's my name. Get in there and make some damn sandwiches. Anyways, good to see you guys. Watch it end up being a chick. Done fucked up. Oh, Burger is? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's still a pimp ass name. I like it. So we're going to talk about, every subject is on the table. I know I don't go live too often over here on this channel. Hold on, yes. Absolutely. But yes, look, man. I know I don't go live too much. Hold on, let me thank somebody real quick. I know I don't go live too often on this channel. And that's for obvious reasons. Let's call it what it is. There's a lot of dummies around. There's a lot of dummies. A lot of people that get offended easy. And so, just to be real, this channel typically, and I just have more fun on the politics and news channel. It just is what it is. Some things you're meant to do, some things you're not. The true crime community is a little bit too sensitive. You know what I mean? A little bit too, let's just call it, it's really strange. It's really strange because these motherfuckers watch true crime stories all day, every day, You would think by now they wouldn't be sensitive. But these are also the same people that say unalived and SA instead of rape and murder. So them being sensitive does not shock me a bit. Them being soft does not shock me a bit. It's just kind of ironic that they're in a genre, which is a bunch of motherfuckers being murdered. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Angry Snowman? Good to see you. He said, good morning to you. Good morning to you. That motherfucker's name is Angry Snowman the second. Who's Angry Snowman the first? He said, that's my daddy. Anyway, it's good to see you guys. And we got a lot of stories we're going to break off into today. I do want to give, because I'm not live on this channel too often, I do want to let the true crime audience know that you're more than welcome. Throw any questions, do anything you want to do, and I will get back to you and with you and try to answer your questions in the best way possible. If you want to support the channel, as always, the links are down below. I prefer you motherfuckers to use Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, shit like that, because that way Google don't take 40%. But I can't tell you what the fuck to do. Do what you please. But we're going to get things kicked off here in just a second. We're letting people come in. We're letting some more people come in. But it's good to see you, Snowman. How's your week going? How's your week going, Burger Time, Vincent, all of you guys? Well, I already know you normal motherfuckers. You normal motherfuckers that follow me on another channel. Hitler said, JB, Red said I had to, as if you're going to roast the Mudshark whores who cried rape. I am going to. I do intend on roasting them. I don't know if it's in, I think I'm going to do that on the JB Gunner show later, though. But I know I'm definitely going to be doing it. Yeah, it's in the Tyrone segment at noon. It's in the Tyrone segment on the JB Gunner show channel at noon. The Mudshark whores that went to the Bahamas, drank and did drugs with the Tyrones, and then cried rape. No, you was mud sharking. You know what I'm saying? Legit, you was mud sharking. It's just the truth. But we're going to be talking about that on the noon. He said, I will let Red come back and mod for you. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, so we'll be talking about that story at noon on JB Gunner, the JB Gunner show channel. That's a little bit too extreme for this channel. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. Because that is a story predominantly about race. So we'll be talking about that. Not just that, but just the dumbassery of whores. You know what I'm saying? The dumbassery of whores. And then obviously mud sharking. So that will be on the channel that is meant for that shit. Cassie Guitar says, did you hear about the cell phone outages, possible cyber attack? Yes, we'll be reporting on that on JB Gunner show later as well. It hit Upgrade bad. Upgrade is without it. Good morning, Rock Chalk. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. But yes, the cell phone outages, I don't know if it affected everybody, but it looked like the time of the cell phone outages was like at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was just getting up. I don't call motherfuckers or talk or get on the phone at 4 o'clock in the morning. He says, please tell me, mine is at SOS, I can't figure it out. I said, exactly, you're a stand-up man, that's why I allow her to play in your chat, you're respectful. That's what's going on, Hitler. Absolutely. Absolutely. Josh, the thing about it, I don't know if it's a cyber attack or not, but I will say this. It's ironic, look, all of them went down. Verizon went down, AT&T went down, T-Mobile went down. Let me ask you this. What are the odds that all the cell phone towers went down on their own? What are the odds that it wasn't a cyber attack? If it seems too good to be true, then it probably is. If it seems ironic, if it seems crazy, it probably is. And so I've never seen a moment where every single cell phone company went down at the same time. Talking about the dumbassery of the hoes is something that will last to the end of time, says Snowman. That's exactly right. Yeah, it's a 0% odds. It's 0% odds. Mine and my daughters went down. My wife and mom wasn't an hour ago. There you go. What's up, Mark and Betty? Well, let me tell you something. You can start beta test, perhaps. You can start counting on that shit. You can start, man. Look, if you know anything about the Great Reset and you know anything about the agenda, trust me, the number one way to obtain control of the people is take away their ability to communicate. It just is what it is. And even if it's not by plan, I'll just say this. Maybe it's because we got our nose in too many people's business all over the world. What it was, Snoop, AT&T, internet and shit this morning? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's... Everything is. I saw the list. Upgrade sent me the list earlier, and it was AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile. It was everything. Everything. So, I don't know. Let me change this over here. I don't know, man. But I'm sure today more information will come out. I believe my phone is working. Now, but that may not be true, though. Because every text message I've received are from people with iPhones. So that could be just iMessage running off of Wi-Fi. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I'm pretty sure that every text message or anything I've gotten this morning has been... Let me turn off my Wi-Fi here. Let me turn off my Wi-Fi here and see... if it is. If my shit is down. I don't know if it is or not. Let me check. No, I got 3 bars LTE, so my shit doesn't seem to be having an issue, but everybody else seemed to be having an issue this morning. So I had no cell phone service for hours and I have AT&T. Exactly. So you know what to do. You know exactly what they're doing. So I mean, it could be just wild luck. It could be wild luck. I doubt it, though. Upgrade, see, I told you we need them ham radios. Why the fuck? Let me mod up Upgrade. What the fuck? Hold on. And Snowman says, someone didn't say the next pandemic would be a cyber pandemic? Well, yes. That's clearly what they're going to do, if you ask me. That's clearly what they're going to do. Because the reality of this, I mean, iPhone did do a dumb overnight upgrade. Oh, man, I don't know. iPhone, what happened? I don't know if we got updates or not last night. But what I do know is, look, there's no question. And this is why I tell everybody when we talk about Civil War, World War, all this shit, man, this shit's all going to shut down. To the people that watch my politics channel and hear me doing the World War III report, the Civil War report, and all that, trust me, when this shit really pops off, you're not going to see me. Because this shit will all be shut down. They're not going to engage in a Civil War or World War while all the fucking internet's running. No, they're going to shut all this shit down and make it to where we cannot communicate. I got several handheld ham radios. They definitely do must to have around the homestead. Yes, exactly. Nah, they are. It's always good to prep, man. And you know, it's funny because a lot of people ridicule preppers. And I'm like, no, do you ridicule people who pay their bills in advance? Being prepared for some shit, there's nothing wrong with. So, you know how it goes. But anyways, hope you guys are having a good morning. Hope you guys got a cup of coffee, all that. Uncle Creepy, what's going on, brother? He said, JB in the morning. Yeah, that's all I ever am. I leave the sleeping in to the libtards. I leave the staying up all damn night to the kids. Now, I'm up 4 a.m. every single morning. I don't fuck around. No matter how late I stay up. I can stay up drinking till 1, and I'll still be up before. Go walk around 5 Disney parks and shit and still be in here ready to work. Annie says Bremerton, Washington lost AT&T connections. China and Soros have us fucked by greedy politicians giving our control away. That's the point. That's the mission. You've been sold the fuck out. Gobbles, what's going on, beautiful? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hope you are doing good. So anyways, like I said, today we're going to get into some crime. For those that want to have those political discussions, we can do so over on the other live stream channel at noon. If you guys don't know them channels, they're in the description box as usual. But I'm down to talk about anything anyway. But we are going to jump into some news. Some crime news. We are going to do that. I'm going to give the crime, the Jellyfield people, the Jellyfield fingered motherfuckers what they want. So we're gonna give them, because I know some will be watching it on the replay, whatever the case may be. We're gonna give them what they want. We're gonna. Michael says tonight, I set up my linear amp and CB audio radio. Yes, that's smart. That's smart. You know, it's like this, man. We all talk about shit we can't control. What you can control is how you react to situations like this and how you prepare for it. So, me, I'm completely unprepared. Because I'm on vacation and out and about, if this shit goes down, I'm completely fucked. If all of this shit goes down and shit go, you guys are at least at home. You know what I mean? So, for someone like me that's traveling and doing the shit that I'm doing, I'm vulnerable to these kind of situations. So, but hey, that's the price you pay. That's the price you pay. To live the life, baby. To live the life. All right, let's go ahead and get in. Let's jump into some news. First, we're going to start off with an update regarding the Audrey Cunningham case. Now, I already know there's been plenty of people reporting this. I already know this. But I figured instead of making a standalone video, that's why I'm doing the stream. He said, I'll come get you. There you go. Oh, yeah, we're going to Outpost 6. Outpost 6 all day. Appreciate your upgrade. But guys, Audrey Cunningham, little 11-year-old girl, her body was found, as we reported yesterday in the update, in the lake. This motherfucker tied her to a rock. I'm wondering if he killed her before he did this. I'm just going to say this. Yesterday, we talked about the Audrey Cunningham case, and we said, goddamn, can you imagine what kind of monster you'd have to be to take an 11-year-old girl off the bus stop, or maybe not even take her there, rape her, throw her body in the river? The fact that she had a rock tied to her, it makes me question. I hope he killed her before he put her in the water. I'm just going to say this now. For her own sake, because one of my biggest fears in the world is drowning and burning. I don't want to be burned alive, and I think most of us would agree to this. I don't want to be burned alive, and I don't want to fucking drown. At all. So the thought of this little girl maybe being drowned alive is fucking horrible to me. It's fucking horrible to me. But chances are he killed her before he did this. So tied her to a rock. Cops found matching rope inside the murder suspect's car. So it's clearly a dummy. Court documents show. Don Stephen McDougal. I don't know why they keep throwing in the Nazi tattoo shit. Because that's what the media does. Poor little blonde blue. Yeah. Look, man. I don't understand. No, I do understand. It's propaganda. And at the end of the day, his tattoo had nothing to do with him killing that little girl. Because I'm just going to say this, and I've said it before. There's no white supremacists, white nationalists, and by the way, so many people on this channel have shit fucked up. There's a difference between a Nazi, white supremacist, and white nationalists. No, listen. His tattoo had nothing to do with the fact that he was a child molester, rapist, sack of shit. That's just the truth. And anyone that thinks otherwise, he was a prison Nazi, he only racist because he was in jail and needed to put that on. Yeah, possibly. He could have been somebody's bitch. That's probably why he's sexual deviant. They throw in the Nazi shit because they have to tie into white supremacy and feed the narrative. Exactly. That's exactly right. Because you know what they don't do? When Tyrones do this shit, they don't notice Only I add in the Tyrones. They don't do it. The media doesn't do it. They will jump through every hoop in the world for you not to know the identity of the killers. When the tranny went through shooting everybody, they tried to make sure you didn't know that thing was a tranny. But with this guy, they don't even know his position. And they just came right out. That's the tattoo. David says, once a chomo, always a chomo. Put him to sleep real quick. Oh, I agree. I believe wholeheartedly, if you're a chomo, you should get the death penalty. 100%. This dude should get the death penalty for what he did to this girl. No, exactly, Angry Snowman. But we're going to give him some coverage today, Snowman. We're going to give the Super Bowl Tyrone some coverage today. So Don Stephen McDougal is a career criminal who lived on the father's property in a trailer, has been charged with the 11-year-old's murder, as we know. The news here is that she was found tied to a rock. Found tied to a rock. And the rope in the car. He's got to be the dumbest criminal alive. He looked fucked up regardless, but what a piece of shit to kill a girl like that. 100% agree with you, demon dog. 100%. No question. No question. But I also think sometimes people... Okay, now I understand that the tattoo, to some people, it jumps out at you, right? Did you see Cell Phone Networks one day? Yeah, we talked about it a second ago. We're going to be talking about it later on at noon, in the noon show, Dingles. Yeah, some of them, most of them, mine's back home. I don't, But look, I understand that for the pussies, that tattoo jumps out at them. They're like, oh, a white guy, oh God. But if you take away that tattoo and you just look at him normally, he just looks like a Southern hick, to be honest. He looks like the type that he probably parks his truck in his front yard and throws his beer cans in the back of the truck. Everybody keeps saying how crazy he looks. I don't really see it that way. Now, there are pictures that make him look crazy, but he don't look fucking outstanding. He looks like a homo there. Straight homo. But in general, that picture looks crazy. I'll give you that picture. It's not the nicest of how he fucking trailer trash he looks. He is trailer trash. But trailer trash doesn't... Look, man. Trailer trash and poor doesn't mean killer. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that are poor that is complete trailer trash that doesn't rape and murder and kill kids. You know what I mean? I had this conversation with somebody in fact, it might even have been you, Demon Dog. No, I don't think it was you. I had this conversation with somebody in the comment section. I'm like, look, I understand, especially as a parent, being judgmental of the people that are around your kids. But sometimes you hear the weirdest comments where people are like, you can tell by the tattoos. Motherfucker, how can you tell by the tattoos? I got teardrops and pimping 24/7 tattooed on me, and I spoil the hell out of kids. Take them to Disney World every single day. Every single day. I do more for kids with all these tattoos than most people without a single tattoo. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't let my kids go around motherfuckers that look like me either. You damn sure do. Thank you, Upgrade. What's up, Justin Mom? But what I'm saying is, there's this weird assumption. Let me mod Justin Mom here. Physically, I look similar to him. I'm sure people think I look like a douchebag. Yeah. Let me mod up Justin Mom. Good to see you in here, beautiful. Hope you're good. So you ain't scared? Nah. I'm a fucking teddy bear. Scared of eating grits and shit. But anyways, But I do think that people in general, and look, I'm not insulting you, I'm just calling it like it is. I think people fear shit they don't understand. That's why you keep hearing the word white supremacy and Nazi thrown around. You know what I mean? Not all meth junkies are chomos. Exactly, that's true, Michael. I see him. There you go, Michael. He said, hey, I hear you, Michael. But I truly believe this dude was a junkie, probably a meth head. But the reality of this is, and I said this before, especially in the true crime community, you get a lot of these people that are like, do you see the look on Brian Kohlberger's face? There is no look on Brian Kohlberger's face. These jelly-filled, donut-eating motherfuckers have the nerve to point around and say that I don't like the way he looks. He's probably a killer. That person's a killer. I could have a drink with you, no problem. That other guy, JB, is fucked up. No, he is because he's a child molester. What's up, BK? But the reality of this is, there's a lot of people. And look, I'm not one of those people that say don't judge a book by its cover because I judge Tyrone's every day. If you look like you should be somewhere beating a drum with a bone in your nose, motherfucker, I don't want you around my house, my kids, my property, my anything. So I'm not saying don't judge a book by its cover. That's you know what I'm saying. But however, I think people fear things. They don't count, exactly. But I think people fear things they don't understand. And typically, people are like, well, I do declare, I would never get a tattoo. Well, good for you, fucker. You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody that does must be a gang member, or a killer, or a psychopath. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. But anyways, this dude does look, you can, forget the tattoos. You can look at this man and tell he's a fucking dope fiend. You can look at this man and tell there's something wrong with this dude. But here's the thing. I don't think you can see rapists or child molesters sometimes in a guy. I have 27 tattoos, says Kat. Exactly. I judge people like crazy when it comes to my children. I don't care what people... No, I don't. I think you should. Back when I was hiring people, I wouldn't hire you if you came to the job with a teardrop, and I got a teardrop on my face. There's some situations where you should judge people for their appearance, because their appearance tells a story. Is BK German or Jew? I think BK is a Jew, man. I think Kohlberger is a Jewish name. To be honest. So, what we did get, and we'll talk about this. Her mom came out and said she failed her daughter as cops find her body in the river and arrest the friend. She came out and she said she failed her. And see, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't necessarily think so. That's another thing we saw a lot of. I see a lot of people blaming the parents for this shit. Kohlberger is German. Okay. German from the Poconos. It doesn't matter the tattoo. You can tell if they are jail tattoos he couldn't afford outside. That he's a method. Yeah. Let me say this. I don't know if I blame the parents, man. You know, I keep hearing people say, well, his dad should have known about his friend's chomo past. Men, can I ask you a question? What's up, Sarge? Is there any men in here that's actually done a background check on their homeboys? Like, if you're a friend of mine and you do a background check on me, I'm gonna beat you the fuck up. Talk about, JB, I know I'm gonna just come over and play Madden and shit, but I ran your name. Bitch, I'm about to smack the shit out of you. Just for digging into my business. Ain't no goddamn grown men here ever ran background checks on their friends. Creepy says, I have a few friends I don't bring around my children. I hear you. What's up, Paradox? Hell no, don't be snooping on you. But yeah, that's you know what I'm saying? Fico High. What's up, Maga 45? How you doing, brother? It's a weird thing, right? FICO High. Like, it's weird. I go with the smell test. You know what I mean? I don't know what upgrades background is. I just go off what I know of him. And I feel that just stepping over the boundaries to women are naturally intrusive. Women are naturally intrusive. Actually, that is the number one reason. There's two reasons that I break up with a woman or stop talking to them. If that woman finds out about my YouTube channel before I tell her, she's gone. She's gone. They let that man live on the property. Some people see the good in everyone. Some people see the dark. Absolutely. Hey, what's going on, Andrew Myers? Thank you. Now the law officers of Andrew Myers might run a background check on a motherfucker. Just trying to have a beer with him and shit. He's like, hey, I know what you did last summer. Man, this ain't no goddamn movie. Fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you? But anyways, good to see you, Myers. Kindness cake. Kindness cake. That sounds like some good pussy. JB, you want some of this kindness cake? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Like, women do that shit. I've had women tell me my whole legal history on date one. That's why it was date one and date last. I'm like, you intrusive whore? Fuck you doing? You wasn't gonna give me a chance to be honest? You are who you hang around with? Yeah, but you don't know all that shit, right? KD, I'm a perfect example. You know how much violence is on my record? You know, do you see what I'm saying? But it was all from when I was in my 20s, early 20s and teenagers. As a 43-year-old conservative male, it's not the same thing. Sean Marie says, I did a background check on myself. Wasn't accurate, canceled subscription. Yeah. No, mine isn't either. Because I have two different social security numbers, two different names. And even though the law has connected it with a thumb, with fingerprints, the goddamn background checks haven't. That's a one and done, says Carly. Yeah, it's weird, right? Carly, if me and you go out on a date, and I sit down with you, and I say, by the way, I've heard you had a bankruptcy in 2007. You'd be like, man, I ain't sucking his dick. Nosy fucker. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't doing it, man. So, to the people that say the father should have known, my question is how? Not everybody, and let me also say this. We have a normalcy bias. We don't assume that the person standing next to us or that we have a beer with is a child molester. We like to assume that the majority of other adults wouldn't diddle kids. Now, I agree with Carrie. This is why you don't let people live with you. I agree with that. I think for a limited time as possible. But here's the thing, they also didn't let him live with her. Like, I think if any friend of mine said, hey, I got an RV, can I park the RV on your property? I think I would say yes. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not like he lived in the house. I didn't trust no one around my kids when they were little, says BK, and that's probably the safest way. It's a terrible thing about murders and chomos is that we only know once the crime is committed. Yeah? 100% agreed. And then people are blaming the mom. Now, I don't know how. She wasn't there. Yeah, I mean, if we're going to blame anyone, it needs to be the dad on this one. Chomos typically pay way too much attention to children, which should have given a dad. No, I agree. No, here's the truth, Tay. What Tay just said is right. Thank you, Demon Dog. Listen, what Tay just said is 100% right. They do pay too much attention to little children. And the fact that that man wanted to babysit, listen, I'm sorry. Any dude that wants to babysit, I think you're a chomo. Don't no grown man want to be around their own kids, let alone somebody else's. I don't want to be around my own kids. Fuck them. I for goddamn sure don't want to babysit Dylan's kids or Spencer's kids. Probably molested while babysitting, afraid she was going to tell. Yeah, that's probably exactly what happened. That's probably exactly what happened. Shit, I got motherfucking kids you all can have right now. I do think it's weird for a dude to want to babysit. I understand maybe if he was doing them a favor, but maybe they had to be at work early, saying I'll take them to the bus stop. He said, I was sending mine to you now. Hell no. What's up, Nikki? Hope you're well. Yeah, I don't see I don't see it. I don't see it, man. But yeah, I agree, Tay. It is highly suspicious when a motherfucker wants to babysit the kids. She posted a message before Dottie's body was found, talk about it's her fault. And listen, a good parent would say it's their fault. So the rope was found in this man's vehicle. I'm going to take a look at the affidavit that's right here. Let me show you guys the affidavit. You give away her kid, JB. Hell yeah. Hope he goes slow and whimpers before court. Yes. Actually, I think, look, man, he'll probably get prison justice. He'll probably get prison justice, if you want to know the truth. That there's a reason that every state tends to have specific, because let me explain something to you. When I was in the prison system in Indiana, why did the grandmother have custody? Okay, yeah, that probably was her fault then. I didn't know the grandmother had custody. I didn't know that, actually. Yeah, usually when the grandma's got custody, it's because the mom ain't shit. She's probably a dope fiend, if you want to know the truth. That's usually the reason grandmas get custody. It's because the mother is either a dope fiend, a whore, or both. But anyway, here's the thing. Like, for instance, Indiana. We had Westville Correctional Facility, Michigan City. We had a few state prisons, but the prisons that the chomos went to was Miami Grissom Air Force Base and sometimes the farm. Do you see what I'm saying? So, like, different states, I don't know what your state does, but in most states that I have experience with, they're now to the point where they realize that the actual criminals are going to kill the chomos. So what they've tried to do is create special units and special complete facilities for the chomos. So chomos actually aren't getting prison justice as much as you think anymore. And that's the truth. Because what they're going to do is they're going to put him... Now, see, for him, he might go to a gladiator dorm because he committed the act of murder. But your typical chomo gets sent to what's called a sex offense dorm. And they're usually pretty easy to tell. But now, like I said, they've made whole facilities for them. And it's what it is to make sure they don't get fucked up on the yard or at chow. So what they've done is it's not PC, but it is kind of PC, KD. Basically what they've done is created this whole safe haven, a safe space, if you will, for the chomo. So believe it or not, prison justice, I know most people think it's a given. If everybody... Isn't that a bummer? Exactly, Mandy. If everybody around him is a chomo, chances are they're not going to kill him because they're all chomos. So that's the 43s in the UK. So they've actually began to protect the chomo in prison. I'm talking about the system themselves. There's always a PC chomo infiltration when it comes to getting these guys. Oh yeah, always. Because here's the thing. They're still inmate workers. And there's not really enough chomos to fulfill a whole prison. What's up, Savannah? So even, like, let's use Miami Grissom Air Force Base in Indiana. Even though that entire prison is chomos, there's not enough of them to fill up the whole prison. So regular criminals still get put in there too. So there's always a way to touch them. Always a way. So you're saying the prison at Grissom is for child purpose? It is. Miami Grissom Air Force Base in Indiana that prison is for chomos. 100%. Well, ain't that great? They can sit around sharing chomo stories. Yeah. A safe space for a kid fucker, that should never be a thing. Yeah. And see, this is why I got experiences that most of these people don't have. Your typical true crime YouTuber can't tell you that because they've never been to prison. They don't know the prison. They've never been through any of that. You know, it's just the truth. If you ask most of these people, they don't know that there's different facilities and completely different dorms for chomos. Matthew says, I live near that prison. Yeah. Up here in Washington State, we have an entire prison on an island with nothing but chomos. See, Carrie gets it. Carrie understands. Freckle Gemini, what's up, beautiful? I worked there for 2 years, prison nurse. I can back that. There you go. So she worked at Miami Grissom. There you go. Told you. What I'm telling you is not bullshit. I don't just make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to go to prison, I would transition to a female. We could do that now. I also would be a chick. My name would be John Nay, quick than a motherfucker, if I had to go back to prison. Oh yeah. Now that the leftists did all this tranny shit, I'm jumping right in there. I'm just a fat bitch. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. 100%. You know that's what they do in there. They put Kool-Aid on their lips and shit and tie their shirts up and shit. See, people that's never been to prison, they think that the sagging pants is how people advertise. That's not how you advertise. Let me tell you what people do when they want to fuck you. They put a Snickers on your pillow. The homos are clear to see. They got Kool-Aid on their lips. Their little shirts, like in Indiana, it was khakis, right? So, and you had a t-shirt under it. They had the little t-shirt all tied up and shit. Like, homos in the joint is easy to see. I know when they walked in the sick bay, if they were a chomo, you can feel it. Exactly, Gemini. 100%. Miss M says, as someone from close to Livingston, some of these sleuths need to be careful about talking about the brotherhood. If you know what I mean. 100%. 100%. I'm with you, Miss M. That's why I try to warn them. Watch yourselves. Understand. You don't know what you're saying. That dude, don't get me wrong, he's a chomo fucking. That dude fucking. But you're right, Miss M. A lot of them, they, like I said, they don't even know the differences between a nationalist supremacist and a Nazi. They have no clue. They have no clue. But anyways, none at all. But anyway, let's get to this. The affidavit being identified herein as Detective Kayla Hemperly, employed with the Polk County Sheriff's Office, Criminal Division. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. She has over 6 years experience. So let's start here. Affiant shall show that on the morning of February 15, 2024, Polk County Sheriff's Office Detectives investigation has revealed that the defendant Don Stephen McDougal, along with the child victim, left the home of the child victim located, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. And the child victim left in his Chevy Suburban with the intent to drop the child victim off at school bus stop near the entrance of the subdivision. It was discovered the child victim was not at that bus stop when Livingston ISD bus arrived at the location and discovered that the child did not make it to the elementary school that day. Affiant shall show that on February 20th, the body of 11-year-old victim Audrey Daniel Cunningham was located during a search of the Trinity River. Law enforcement dive teams located the child's victim body within the Trinity River. Saying whatever, Justice at the Peace C. McGee ordered the child's victim to be transported to the Harris County Medical Examiner's Office for autopsy and to determine the cause of death. The affiant shall show Stephen McDougal was a friend of the Cunningham family and resided on the family property in a cab over camper. McDougal had access to the interior of the child victim's home. The affiant shall show that the video footage and cell phone data places McDougal at 3 locations of interest. Evidence in connection with the defendant and the child victim was located at 2 of those locations and recovered. This guy was a complete dummy. A complete dummy. Exactly, creepy. One of these locations is the Trinity River. Like you would think that having that much experience, going to prison that many times, you would think that this motherfucker would know a little bit about evidence. One of these locations is the Trinity River near State Highway 59, where Audrey's body was later located. Affiant shall show that throughout the investigation, investigators were able to determine through cell phone data, video footage, and other forensic evidence that McDougal lied about his whereabouts and activities on that day. Affiant shall further show that upon recovery of the child's body, law enforcement discovered a large rock tied to the victim's body. The rope used was consistent with rope that was observed in the vehicle, McDougal's vehicle, on a traffic stop 2 days prior. Affiant shall further show, through investigation, there was sufficient evidence to show that on the date, Stephen McDougal committed the offense of capital murder. That is the affidavit. That's crazy, man. People are fucking stupid. I'm glad, though. I'm glad criminals are fucking dumb. Good example for having a cell phone. She should have had a chance to call for help. Who would she have called? KD, we're not doing the kids having cell phone conversation here. KD believes that children should have cell phones. Let's see. Maybe he believes children should have cell phones. See, I don't necessarily buy that, but I gotta admit, KD, I gotta admit, you make a good argument based on this case, but here's the point. I think cell phones put your kids in more danger than don't. mom is large and looks disgusting. I don't know how she had a pretty daughter. Well, to be fair, people aren't always fat. People aren't always fat. But you're right. I think that, and listen, some of you guys may not agree with me. KD believes that your children should have phones so that they can call for help. I am of the belief that, exactly, Cluminati, I am under the belief that cell phones and access to the internet puts them in more danger. I actually think the Delphi girls are dead because Libby talking on the phone with dudes. Date sites, talking to the dude that thought he was a model. It was Keenan Klein. I think a cell phone is a net negative for kids as well. You can't get ones that don't go on the internet. Yeah, you can. I agree. If we're talking about just a phone, I agree. But today's smartphone with access to the internet, I think is a net negative. If cell phones are so important, how come generations of us grew up without? Thank you. And we were safe as fuck. I mean, I may have busted my head a few times, but I ain't get murdered and raped. Cell phones, look, man, here's the truth. I'm a grown-ass man. And if someone broke in right now, my cell phone isn't going to do shit. Because what do you think I would be better off reaching for? A weapon or a cell phone? I grew up without a cell phone, did just fine, exactly. I mean, social media and these, look, man, there's a lot. DC33 said I put air tags on my dogs, maybe air tags in pockets, no chips. Yes. What's up, Shanice? How you doing, beautiful? Look, the Glock. Yes, exactly, Cluminati. Because you think, that's why I also don't believe in locking up your weapons. If a perp comes in your house and you think you're going to be like, hey, slow down. I got to unlock this safe and get my weapon. Same thing with the phone. Hey, stop raping me. I have to call the police. That ain't real life. What's up, Amanda? Kiddo has a flip phone. He don't need to smart anything except self? Yes. Kids normally don't have access to weapons to protect themselves. That's why they need to focus on running. Look, man, if I'm coming to hurt you, let's say you're a kid, and if I'm coming to hurt you, you're not going to get on that phone. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Gobble says I live alone and every door is a gun. 100%. Just had this argument yesterday. Shit staying on me. Fuck my safe. Yeah, fuck a safe. The beautiful Faith D. Good to see you, beautiful. There's no sense in locking your shit up. This poor girl might have never expected to. No, she was fucked. This little girl was gonna die regardless because of this is where I agree. Look, man, I do agree with watching who you have around your kids. And I do agree that who you hang with is a representation of you. Who you consider a friend is a representation of you. It's the truth. Later on, creepy. However, I think that mistakes can be made. He said a locked gun safe is like a cellophane condom. 100%. Kids should never have to worry about being harmed if they have a good dad. I agree. But let me also say this. As someone that has always been a disciplinarian, someone that is very controlling, we don't have eyes everywhere. The truth of this is, society itself is crumbling, man. Every last one of you Your kids are in danger. You're in danger. Society is crumbling. What's up, Buckshot? This is why right now it is very, very important to safeguard your kids, safeguard your wives, safeguard all of them. All you got to do is look around. Look at all the stories we cover, not just here, but if you guys watch my live stream channel, we cover hideous crimes and stories every single day, and this world isn't getting any better. I don't trust anyone, man. Not really. Because at the end of the day, you never know. This little girl was just getting up for a regular day at school. The store clerk saw the suspect hours after the girl disappeared. You ain't there. 24/7 America's turned into a shit show. 100%. I don't know why all these people crossing the border. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Because people think it's racist. You're racist if you want to guard your house. No, fuck you. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it is turning into a shit show. 100%. That's why I stopped caring when people said I was racist. So fuck you, call me whatever you want. Said still living at Bob's Motel. Clearly I'm at Bob's Motel. I'm always on my daughter's ass to be more careful, but nobody will listen to me. Exactly. Guarantee you I pay 4 times what you pay for your house. But anyway, back to what we was talking about. Say hi to Bob. Yes, I'll say hi to Bob. I'm okay with being a racist. Look, at the end of the day, they're going to call you all the ists no matter what decision you make. If you criticize women, you're a sexist. If you criticize Tyrone, you're a racist. If they're going to call you an ist no matter what you do. BK74, I used to work 70 hours, make ends meet. If you don't want to pay reparations, you're a racist. I could have used this migrant debit card back in the day. Yeah, I hear you there. My house is worth 2 to 3 million. Look, you know how I know your house isn't worth 2 to 3 million? Because you said 2 to 3 million. If your house was worth over 2 million, you would have said my house is worth 2.4 million. But you didn't. You just threw out a random number and said, hey, my house is 2 to 3 million. Right. I hear you. But we hear you. Anybody can say that shit on the internet. Anybody can say that shit on the internet. Just saying. What's up, Roger? So anyway, what we're gonna listen to right here, I'm racist as fuck then, because I ain't paying you shit. Yeah, I ain't paying these motherfuckers shit either. You want reparations from me, come fold my drawers then. Then we'll talk. Absolutely, Cluminati. 100% agree. Captain Obvious struck again. Always. Tay says we have to have the safes to lock our guns and valuables up while we work because thugs are breaking into homes and robbing people where I live. When we're home, we have a gun to protect ourselves out. Yeah. No, I understand. And hopefully you'll move into a better area. But it doesn't really matter, man. People from bad areas are starting to branch out. Shanice says, I don't understand why they're still talking about this reparations crap. It's just a hustle. It's just a grift. They're just throwing it out there, see if it sticks. What's up, Jenny? How you doing, brother? How you doing? What we're going to look at here. Store clerk says she saw the suspect hours after the girl disappeared.
Him Thursday morning. It wasn't early morning. I want to say after 9, probably.
Exactly, Buckshot.
I can't remember what he bought. I want to say it was like some change for gas. But it could have very well even been a couple of beers. I just can't remember because I don't. I didn't know I was supposed to remember. And I
Say
do
we ain't
know
paying
that
for
he was
shit.
here because he's so ugly, and I mean it just. It's a face you don't forget.
So you say it was after the fact, after you realized that this guy's involved with this situation, that it clicked. What made you remember him being in front of your counter?
When I saw his mugshot, when he was a person of interest, when like Thursday night, Friday
Who cares?
morning, when they put his picture on Facebook,
What was it that was like, I know that?
his tattoos and his ugly face,
That's what
his
gave it
hair,
away.
yeah, his hair.
And was
Yeah, no, they don't. They can go after me all you want to go after me. I make more on this YouTube than anyone in this business. I make more money off YouTube than any true crime motherfucker here. That's the truth. Because I don't depend on Google AdSense. Just saying. I ain't worried what they say about me at all. At all. There's $10,000 worth of annual passes I take my kids to every day in my pocket right now. You think I give a fuck what those clowns say? You know what I mean? Who gives a fuck? That's all I'm saying.
was he alone? Was he with anybody?
He was bad.
I don't watch none of them motherfuckers either way.
Was he acting weird? Anything give you a vibe that's like this guy's up to something?
No, no.
Did you call the police, let them know he was here?
Yes, I did.
And what did they do?
They came right over here and wanted to look at the cameras. They responded within probably 10 to 15 minutes of me calling.
Any luck on the cameras?
I don't know. I have no idea. I wasn't here as my dad.
What's up, Paige?
Did you feel a need to say something, to do something, knowing
Yes.
that there's a little girl at stake?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. My daughter knows the mama, so and we've known the little girl when she was smaller. Haven't seen her here lately, but yeah.
Everybody always wants to get on the news.
He's just evil, I guess.
What's up, Paige? How you been, beautiful?
One way or another, we need help.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
They have denied bond for the murder.
Suspect in the disappearance of Audrey Cunningham is now charged with capital murder. In just the last 10 minutes, we have learned Don Stephen McDougal went before a judge and is being held on no bond. This after Audrey's body was found yesterday. Ugochi Iloka joins us from the Polk
Agreed,
County
Demon
Jail,
Dog.
the latest on this investigation. And Ugochi, obviously this is not the news the community was pulling for.
As an autopsy on Audrey Cunningham awaits to be conducted at the Harris County
Today's
Medical
page.
Examiner's office to figure out how she died, the man investigators say allegedly killed her is waiting behind bars for a capital murder bond hearing. This is the latest mugshot taken of 42-year-old Don McDougal on the 17th after he was arrested Friday for an unrelated aggravated assault charge. Audrey went missing last Thursday when she never made it to the school bus stop.
That shit's crazy,
Authorities say
man.
Audrey's backpack was found near the Trinity River Dam the very next day. McDougal, who investigators say lived in a trailer home behind Audrey's house, was a family friend who would drop her off at school or at the bus stop. He admitted to law enforcement he left the family home with Audrey 6 days ago. Conversations with McDougal and evidence collected through cell phone analysis, investigators say helped them locate the 11-year-old's body at Trinity River under U.S. Highway.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if he raped her, I believe there's going to be other charges coming.
59. The community.
I believe he raped her. I don't believe there's any real, or even if he didn't that day, I believe he's been raping her. And maybe he was worried that she was going to tell. So maybe he said, fuck it. He said, you don't leave any witnesses. You don't leave anybody to talk. Maybe that's what he was thinking.
including family, mourned her death at a vigil last night. This week, staff at the Livingston ISD Elementary School Audrey attended are wearing purple in support of her. There's a memorial planned for
That's possible,
tonight
Katie.
at 6 p.m. where people are encouraged to wear different shades of purple, like the colors you see I have on now.
Absolutely,
in honor
Clominati.
of Audrey. Reporting in Livingston, Ugochi Iloka, KHOU,
Yeah.
11 News.
You don't just look. The dude has previous sex charges with children. Anyway, the dude has previous sex charges. It's clear he's a chomo, and so it's just you don't recover from that shit. Once you decide that you like having sex with children, you're not gonna not decide it, right? And think about this. As a normal person, we all have people that sexually turn us on. For the most part, that doesn't change. I like dark-haired brunettes with butts. That will always turn me on. Older women, not younger women. I like older brunettes with butts. I've always felt that way. That's always been my type. I think all of you have a type. And the truth of this is, I don't think we changed that. So if you're a chomo and it's kids that are your type, I don't think that ever changes. You may go outside your type, like it's not like I don't fuck blondes, but brunettes are what I like. I don't think your taste changes. So I think that by that same logic, a chomo will never change. They're destined. Yeah, I'm definitely a butts guy, man. Titties do nothing for me. Child rapists cannot be rehabilitated. I agree completely. 1,000%. 1,000%. See where we're going next. Y'all just forget about us kinky redheads. I'll fuck a redhead, but y'all some crazy motherfuckers. I couldn't be in a relationship with you. Always prefer brunettes, but never turn down an occasional. But yeah, we ain't turning down no shit. We ain't turning it down, Myers. Not at all. I ain't turning down the redhead. I'm just not gonna be with her. Most redheads, they'll stab the shit out of you. I ain't got time for redheads and Mexican bitches. Stab you to fucking death. I have type 2 blonde obedience. That's funny shit. Hips, thighs, and asses is where it's at. I agree. Can't mess with the redheads. Ain't no dick worth dealing with the crazy. Nah, yeah. Heard you there. We're only 2% of the world's population. Tyrone's only, well, that's not actually true. That's not actually true. We're talking about the world. Yeah, I don't know how you motherfuckers were made. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how you gingers were made. But anyways, we're gonna move on to the next story. Let me pull this out. I'm gonna go smoke real quick, and then when I come back, provide a little bit more of my commentary on some shit. But guys, what I'm gonna show you here. Let me get to it. Let me get to it. Give me 1 second. All right. Nothing a little hair dye can't fix. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's not, by the way, I'm a dude. It's not like it's that big of a deal. You think if Miss M was about to suck my dick, I'd be like, oh no. You gotta dye your hair first. No, the answer is no. Only rehab is death. Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. That's why I always laugh at women with the, like, they say, hey, I'm a redhead, get out of here. Me and my daughter are cool as fuck, get out. I hear you. I mean, you're probably crazy though. We'll see. We'd see. He said it's a genetic mutation. Yeah, don't let me talk shit. Dudes we don't really care. That's why I always laugh when women are, like, you know, I got my name. Like, y'all think we give a shit. We would rather you not have makeup because we don't want it on us. You don't love a little crazy in your life? Well, yeah, crazy women got the best pussy, so yes. Fat women give the best head. Crazy women have the best pussy. Skinnier women make your dick feel like it's huge. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. But anyways, yeah, we don't really care. We'll talk about our preferences. JB has had his fair share of crazy. Indeed, I have. Indeed. Personality goes way further than dumb shit. Oh, yes and no. Like, you gotta be able to make some eggs. He said, I'm thick as fuck, and he ain't lying. I'll suck the soul out of your chest. Let me make sure you have this before. Make sure you have this. There you go. There you go. Oh, damn, it didn't pop up on there. Oh, yeah, it did. Anyway, that's for you, Cluminati. That's a problem. Anyway, can't say shit on here anymore. They block everything. Of course they do. Of course they do. A little girl. No, crazy is fun. Crazy is definitely fun. You know. We may say I ain't getting with no crazy bitch. Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm hard to pussy whip. It can't be done. But I can get fooled into some crazy pussy. And I can be fooled to make myself think it'll work out. I'm just saying. I mean, we always believe that there's a possibility it'll work. So I'm engaged, I'm good at what I do. I hear you there. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, it's a chick? Oh, she's got a channel? Well, I mean, no, it's a chick, that's why I just, yeah. But I did not know she had a channel. I didn't know she did content. Anyways, so here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into the next story. We're gonna go into a couple stories. And what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna go smoke real quick and I'll be right back. It's that faith and hope thing. Always. Always. Just like y'all. Y'all be choosing some bad dick too. But you have faith and you have hope that you can change the motherfucker. Don't lie. Y'all have, not all of you, but there's a lot of you out there with at least one bad baby daddy because you thought you could change that motherfucker. There's women that get with me today that think they can change me. I'm like, bitch, I've been drinking for 30 years. What makes you think that I'm gonna quit this shit for you? You gotta go. But women, 34 years today, he ain't changing. Exactly. There you go. Exactly. You gotta watch her live. She keeps it real. Yeah, I'll probably check her out. Let me know when she's not engaged anymore. No, I'll go check her out. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move on to this story. I'm gonna go smoke. Guys, what they are keeping from most of you, what they're not mentioning, they have no problem mentioning the Nazi tattoo. But what they're not mentioning, typically, Women do that dumb shit, get with a man just to change. Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. I've had women say to me, you drink too much. I was like, bitch, I drank too much when you met me. You met me drunk on the internet. Everyone that watches me and has watched me long enough knows I drink like a motherfucker. And I have no intentions in stopping because it does nothing to negatively affect my life. None. But anyway, let's get to this. What they're not talking about, what they're not telling you, they won't even mention the juvenile's name, is that when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs parade, what this was just Tyrone's arguing. They will try to sit and tell you that they need to push gun control. Trying to change a man will result in an unhappy man. Yeah. Thank you, Demon Dog. Yeah, but you keep it real, JB. Yeah, in order to quit something, you have to think it's bad. Just because you people think, or anybody thinks that drinking's bad, doesn't mean I do. I think drinking is the greatest thing in the world. I think that any type of addiction or something you're into, it's only a problem if it affects you negatively. At 43 years old, I've learned to maintain that shit. Doesn't affect me negatively or not. That's all they do. I argue then pew pew. That's why I don't. No, that's exactly right. And that's what we're going to get to. They don't understand this is a culture. A culture that's taught that whenever there's a confrontation or disagreement, they just got to start busting gats at each other. Conflict resolution is not their thing. Wait till you see this. The friend says the Chiefs parade shooting suspect was only protecting him. Because that's what they do. They gang out. What's up, Hotler? How you doing? I'm going to go smoke. I'll be right back.
The Jackson County prosecutor said this is the man who fired the first shot. 23-year-old Lindell Mays, along with 18-year-old Dominique Miller. Both men now charged with second-degree felony murder. Tonight, only on Fox 4, we're hearing from one victim shot in the neck who says his friend Dominique Miller was only trying to protect him. I'm John Holt.
And I'm Christelle Bell. That bullet traveling from his neck and through his mouth, and his mouth is nearly wired all the way shut. But tonight, he says there's no reason Miller should be behind bars. Fox 4's Malik Jackson joins us now live from Union Station tonight, where that shooting took place in the life of Lisa Lopez Galvin, and others were wounded, 20 others. Malik, nearly a week later, the pieces of this story slowly, and we do mean slowly, coming together.
And another piece of this puzzle, John and Christelle, Marquez Harris, as you mentioned, shot in the neck, that bullet traveling through his mouth. Tonight, compelled to speak after his friend was charged with 4 felonies, including second-degree murder. The question is, did his friend, Dominique Miller, fire in self-defense? These scenes of chaos are all too familiar sight 6 days after the Chiefs' rally was marred by gunfire that took 1 life and wounded countless others. But they were even more real for Marquez Harris.
We was going to the parade, and my little brother, this dude mugged my little brother.
Harris says Lindell Mays was staring down his 15-year-old friend. That 15-year-old asking Mays if there was a problem. That's when Mays, according to Harris, started to talk trash to the teenager, and Harris interjected.
And I pushed my little brother out the way. As soon as I pushed my little brother out the way, the dude stepped forward and proceeded to shoot me. I seen the firearm, I turned my face, and then he hit me in the back of the neck and went through my lip as I was turning away from him.
That's when mayhem ensued. Harris says after he was shot by Mays, that is when his friend Dominique Miller fired his gun. Only after Lindell Mays fired his weapon, and only in defense of Harris. The state alleges one of Miller's bullets is the one that hit Lisa Lopez Galvan. This image here from TMZ Sports shows the moment when Harris is holding his face after being shot.
After I got shot, I instantly, like, I walked off looking for help. I was looking for help.
What the
Then I
fuck?
sat there, after I got help, I just sat there and just prayed.
What the fuck is wrong with his mouth?
Prosecutors, Mays admits he not only pulled his gun first, but that he fired first, and he advanced.
First of all, I got two things to say. I'm gonna go look at his mouth again. Number two, whoever said they're engaged to a dude drinking Bud Light, congratulations, you're a gay woman. What the fuck was wrong with that shit? Hold on, man. I gotta see that again.
Here from TMZ Sports shows the moments when Harris is holding his face after being shot.
After I got shot, I instantly, like, I walked off looking for help. I was looking for help. And then I sat there, after I got help, I just sat there and just prayed for a second.
According to prosecutors,
If you shoot me in the face, I'm declining. If you shoot me in the face, I'm declining all interviews. Like, you want to be on the news bad as fuck. You shoot me in the mouth, I'm not talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Gun first, but that he fired first, and he advanced on the men.
Y'all need to know that Domo didn't play a part in just going down there thinking he was just gonna shoot 22 people, because didn't nobody have intentions on 22 people getting shot.
This isn't a first for Mays. The 23-year-old just got off probation after
Of course he did.
for showing a handgun after a dispute while playing basketball at a Belton.
So he was about to shoot up a motherfucker playing basketball. He went with an AR and said he didn't mean to shoot people up. See what I'm talking about? And they just let that shit slide.
Missouri Community Center.
My condolences to Miss Lisa Lopez and the shooting victim. This was not intentionally. It happened out of nowhere. It was an accidental situation, literally.
Exactly, Cluminati. Well, what had happened was,
For Harris's recovery, he is on the mend. His jaw will be wired shut for another 6 weeks, as you saw there.
I'm with you, Paige.
Was also shot should heal in that same amount of time. Christelle.
yeah, they done shot that motherfucker into a brand new grill. Crazy as fuck. Lyndall Mays is his name. He was pictured for the first time since being charged with the murder over Kansas City over the parade. There's a little fucking jackass right there. Now let me say something, because I know people with money. Upgrade, you ever take a picture like that? The Tyrone come tax season, boy, they love to flaunt that shit. They should have wired his lips shut too, exactly. This is how you can usually tell when a motherfucker's broke. When they act like the little bit of money that they have needs to be shown off. And this is why they get shot in the mouth and shit. This is why they get shot in the face. That motherfucker got like a few 20s. But no, it's culture. It's culture. Why do all Tyrones take that picture? It's not a lot of money. That's a rent. He's holding up a rent. That's all he's holding up. That's why his ass is fucked up. Out there gangbanging and shit. It's fucking insane. Just pulled a gun out and started shooting. Murderer Lyndell Mays' confession is revealed in court papers. They're not even smart enough to deny it. 2 adults charged with Kansas City parade shooting, but prosecutors still won't name the name of the juvenile gunman. It's culture, man. It's as simple as that. They go to the car lot to take pictures with other people's cars. Yeah. People don't, man, I walk around in Walmart clothes. That's exactly what this motherfucker is. Just a Walmart t-shirt. My beanies I got off Amazon. I got 20 beanies for I think like $50. If they got a job, they could buy their own car, 100%. They've ruined this country. Everybody had to dumb down to accommodate their small IQ. Now the ignorant Gen Zs act just as dumb as they do. Agreed. It's just one of those things, man. I don't understand it. But I'm just being honest with you. Everybody I know with money, what's up, Stephanie? How you doing, beautiful? Everybody I know with money doesn't flaunt it. Everybody I know with money they don't flaunt it at all. Now I got to feel bad because they Tyrone gangbangers. Yes. It's just reality, man. But every motherfucker in the projects or in the ghetto, they literally, everything about them is so they can, so you can look at them and think that they have more money than they have. Too busy making money, says DC. 100%, man. You don't see people with money wearing name brand designer shit because people with money know it's dumb. If I had money, if I had JB's money, I'd get rid of all mine. Stop it. Stop it. You're going to make these motherfuckers not donate. JB's fine. Yeah, broke people, I mean, I'm going to be honest. JB, I drink loads of different beer. I can't see what the beer you've been drinking is. I've been drinking coffee. I drink Yingling, brother. I'm a Yingling guy. Yingling and Jameson. Everyone I know that have money don't carry cash. That's another thing, too. This is all the cash I got. $2. $2, and I got it. I took out a 20 a while back so I could pay toll fees. Because Florida has toll roads. What is up with a timed out person? Somebody got timed out? I don't know. Oh, no, he's just a hater. The wealthy people drive older vehicles too. You never know they have money. I mean, I won't kick a Louis Vuitton out of bed, but I ain't paying $100 for your Gucci t-shirt. I hear you. You been to the Titty Club, came back with $2. That was you, motherfucker. You always blaming shit on me, Upgrade. This motherfucker farted in the middle of the damn car going to pick up this bitch that came from New York to see me. And he swore to God it was me. He went to the damn strip club with like $1,800, came back with $2. Tricking off on these hoes. How the fuck do you spell that beer? Yingling? Why? Sammy, exactly. I'll spell it for you. And I mean, it's an American beer, but I don't know if it's on the West Coast or not. Or wherever you're at. But here on the East Coast, it comes from Pennsylvania. It's good American beer. Let me give a shout out real quick to Mr. Hitler. Said those dummies need to hit the tip jar and suck you off. I hear you there. He said, thank you, brother. Yeah, Yingling is that good shit, man. Thank you, Hitler. Appreciate you, brother. I'm on holiday, just opened bottled wine. It tastes like shit, so opting for a beer. I don't blame him there at all. So yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, no, it's, out here, out east, none of us do the Bud Light thing no more. Not that I ever did anyway. Do I look like I drink light beer? Pennsylvania is where Yingling is, exactly. But it's all down the East Coast now. Fiance said you need to go swimming and get you a swig of that Knob Creek. Oh, the Knob Creek is the shit. Knob Creek is the shit. What's up, Salt Spreader? How you doing, brother? I'm a Jameson guy, but Knob Creek is really fucking good. And PA, we just call it lager. You order a lager, you get Yingling, of course. Yeah, definitely no Bud Light. Definitely no Bud Light. But anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the next story. Actually, this is an update to a previous story. Colorado dorm suspected double murder, and people have already added this, but since this came out after I made my last video, we was talking about Nicholas Jordan, the dude, the Tyrone that killed the two people at the University of Colorado. I told you it was going to be drug related, is what I thought. Come to find out, these people were roommates, which makes it even worse. All I'm going to say in regards to this is exactly why you cannot. Look, man. Multiculturalism does not work. I'm sorry. Sorry. Cats can't live with the dogs. It's real life. The truth. There's going to be conflict. I'm just going to say this. Any of you dumb motherfuckers that's dumb enough to have a Tyrone in your house, in your room, I'm sorry. Imagine that as your roommate, exactly. That dude lives with you, and you thought it was going to turn out well. That dude lives with you, and you thought everything was going to turn out just fine. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Let me give a shout out to Upgrade, who sent 5131. Thank you, brother. Upgrade sending 5131. He's got me doing math. Oh, I see. There we go. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Upgrade. It's okay because he's oppressed. No, and that's what's fucked up. If this would have happened in New York, DA Alvin Bragg in New York would have done let him out. He'd already be a free man. So bet that guy runs a fast 40. Yeah, but he doesn't pay 40 on the rent. Thank you, Upgrade. Team even. That was sarcasm in case you couldn't tell. Oh yeah, of course. Of course. You know I don't think they're oppressed. That's why everybody in the true crime community hates my guts, because I'm not the fucking libtard like they are. I don't have white guilt. I call things like I see it. Was it drugs? Has the wife? What? You know what I think it is? I think it was jealousy, to be perfectly honest. Look, man, you know how people are. Look, man, let me just say this. Come on. So we got this dude here, 24, musician doing his thing. Probably did some sort of drugs. You got this beautiful thing right here. And then you got this thing right here. I could see this motherfucker saying, fuck these white privileged motherfuckers. I could see it happening. Or maybe he was mad that she was not a mud shark. Maybe he was mad that she wasn't a mud shark, or mad that they're privileged, and wanted to do something about it. Wanted to take them out. That's the way it always works. This is the way it always works. What's up, Kim? How you doing, beautiful? It is what it is. And it's always like this. Look, man, the chick that I'm around, she works around Sharkeisha's and lawn care specialists. And all the time they're at work talking about what they're going to do that night. And so because we're on a 3-year vacation, and so every night is Disney World, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, shit like that. So, of course, if you ask me, hey, what are you doing tonight? I'm going to Epcot Center. I'm going to Animal Kingdom. I'm going to Magic Kingdom. I'm going to SeaWorld, whatever. All I'm doing is answering your question. But she said that because she's literally like the only white chick that works there. She's like every single one of them get mad, angry, call it privilege, say things like must be nice. You know what I'm saying? You know how women do that? Must be nice. And then they make that little noise and, you know, I was going to say flip their hair, but if it's a case of a Sharkeisha, that's a horse's ass attached to their head. That's not a real hair. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, bitch, you asked. You asked. So I could see in a situation like this, mad, claiming that there's white privilege, and decide to take them out. They are taught to hate white people. And I'm tired of people not recognizing that. And Democrats will tell them that only white people can be racist. Bullshit. There are plenty of other people. Illuminati said in 1999, she said, because, thank you, beautiful. Thank you to you and your fiance. Appreciate you. But the reality of this is, appropriating hair, of course. The reality of this is they will tell you that for some reason only white people can be racist. That's not true at all. They changed the definition of what racism is. Racism used to just meant someone that hated you because of your race. Now they've added some extra shit. They've said you gotta have power added to it. What's up, Rachel? How you doing? Hope you're doing well, beautiful. And so because they changed the meaning to fit an agenda, a lot of times situations like this get completely overlooked. Thank you very much, Illuminati. Exactly. Exactly, Illuminati. And all I will say is this. Maybe you tell us more about your fire and indignation that will devour God. Tell us about your fiery indignation that will devour God. What's up, LS? All I will say is at the end of the day, anyone that's been around, they know the truth. That's why it always seems that people get more racist as they get older. No, you're not racist. You don't get racist as you get older. You become more open to reality. When you're young, you believe in a potential, paradise of sorts. You believe everything can be fixed. Everything can be worked out. Later on, Demon Dog. Exactly, DC. I understand. That's why I went from the south side of Chicago to essentially the North Georgia mountains. But I will say this. Anyone that's ever lived with the culture knows that it's cultural. It's very simple. One group of people puts crimes on a pedestal. One group of people does not. I'm not wanting ignorance and monkey behavior around me or my kids makes me racist, and oh fucking well, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. And I'll tell you what, don't ever let these motherfuckers in this audience make you change that. And don't let these motherfuckers ever make you deny that or not say it. Because they will. They'll try to. They will try everything in the world to shut you down. Trust me, they've been doing it to me for over 18, well, now on my 18th year. The reality of this is the absolute truth. We were never meant to be a melting pot. Okay? The reality of this is when I was born in 1980, 90% of this country looked like me. Currently, in 2024, only 59% of this country looks like me, but yet people that look like me still pay 85% of the bill. 85% of taxes are paid for by Caucasians, despite us now being only 59% of the country. We can go on and on about this. That's called being a realist. What's up, Rachel? It's called being a realist. Well, the best you don't bow down. Never bow down. Never bow down. Well, here's what's funny. They can continuously try to take me down, and they do take me down, and I still make a living off of YouTube and have for almost 2 decades. I've been here since the beginning. I've been since the very fucking beginning. It's the reality. 2006. So, but anyways, we're going to keep things moving. We're going to keep things moving. Remember, a lot of you guys didn't see this story because I did it on thejbgunner TV or the live stream channel. This Sharkeisha baked her fucking newborn, tried to convince you that she thought the oven, this goofy motherfucker right here, she put her baby, this fat fuck, thought the baby was a biscuit or something like that, put the baby in the oven, gets arrested for it, says that she mistook the oven for a crib. That's 70 IQ at work, exactly. Now, we did this story the other day, and everybody was like, oh, fuck. Check this shit out. Check this. What's up, Brian? Missouri mom accused of baking her newborn baby to death in the oven could be freed after the judge halves her bail to $100,000. Says she only needs to post 10%, of course. So her bond was originally $200,000. I don't even understand why this bitch got a bail. There are literally domestic cases I've had where my bond was $500,000. And that's just me and a significant other fighting. With the significant other saying, hey, no, I mean, he didn't do what y'all thought he did. And they're like, nope, his bail's $500,000. This bitch cooks her fucking baby. Has a $200,000 bond. Cool, then take down your money option. Why should she take down her money option? Why should she take down her money option? Just because, whoa. No, hell no, I didn't post a $500,000 bond. I was in there for 6 months. Why do commenters say that? Just because she has a primary income source doesn't mean, just because YouTube's not her primary income, doesn't mean she should entertain you motherfuckers for free. JB, we gotta call that guy. Oh yeah, you talking about the bond? Yeah, we do. We do. They gave me a $500,000 bond on Grand Theft Auto. Put this bitch, yeah, this bitch can cook a kid. Yeah, I've never understood why commenters say that. Just because she said YouTube isn't her primary source, she said she does not need it, responding to her comments. Well, it's because it's not her income. She has a job or something. She doesn't have to need it. Doing content takes work. It takes work. I think all content creators, I think YouTube should charge you just to watch it, like cable. And then just add revenue share all of us. I think YouTube should charge you motherfuckers $20, $30 a month. Just to simply watch YouTube. Did you get that donation on your grocery list, JB? She hasn't texted me yet. I'm sure she will. Give me a second. She will. Let me give a shout out to Just a Mom who sent $5. Twice, or maybe, I think twice. Let me also give a shout out to Lisa who sent 10 on the PayPal. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she deserves it. Should I pay for YouTube now? Exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much, Lisa, and thank you, Just a Mom. Don't worry, shitballs. I'm sure that she'll text me that number here in just a second. Hold on just a second. It says, JB, you have a sticker from Clue. Clue, I didn't see it. Yeah, no, I called her out earlier. Thank you for letting me know, though, because I know I don't see it up there. Yeah, I saw Clues earlier. I happened to be looking at it on the phone. So if I have to pay for YouTube, I better be able to say N-words and talk about the Jews all day. I hear you there, brother. I hear you there. But yeah, no, I've never understood that. That's shit like poor people say about rich people. You don't need that money, Bill Gates. You don't need that money, Elon Musk. Like Elon Musk should just give you Starlinks and shit because he's already the richest man in the world. No, he still needs paid for. He doesn't need you to buy Starlinks. Starlink, whatever the fuck it's called. He don't need you to do it per se, but you still do it. Oh, what the hell did I do? Oh, yeah. Was that number right? Yeah, 199. But anyway, yeah, no. That's just my opinion on that shit. You know what I've learned? I've learned that a lot of people... Here's what I've learned. I sent you the PayPal. I'm not sending... Get a clue. So I hear you there just supporting people I like. Thank you, LS. Thank you, LS. I appreciate you. Look, my take on this is simple. And I'm not going to talk about this for too long. I just want to say this. What I've noticed, he said, if you want something given to you, then you don't need it bad enough where your ass would be working for it. Absolutely. Here's what I've learned on this platform. The people that do give and do pay their way through all this, they never complain because people get tips and ad revenue and all this. The people that complain are the people that think we should entertain them for free. The people that complain are the ones that feel like there's something that they're not doing because everyone else is tipping and shit like this. And so they're like, what they want to do is they want to make their not tipping the norm, which it already is the norm. Anyone that's a YouTuber will tell you a very small percent of the audience actually pays for their content. And so what they want to do is make that the norm, the entitlement the norm. They want everybody to feel like they do, which is, hey, we should all get this for free. That's what they don't understand. It's like the people asking for free health care. If you get free health care, who the fuck is going to pay the doctor? They don't understand whether they're talking about free health care, free education, free YouTube, that the people that perform the duty still need to get paid. Still need to get paid. Period. Thank you, Ginger. I will never get the wallet watcher mentality. I've never understood it. Exactly. I'm with you 100%, Faith. I've never understood it. So they're going to free this broad. I mean, that's if she can come up with the 10 grand. I don't know if she can or not. But it's crazy. She cooks the goddamn baby. I thought $200,000 bond was weak. And then they dropped it, cut it in half to $100,000. So $10,000, like border runners getting paid without tax, 100%. Found my stolen car and my ex stole car, called and paid the tow man $600 to crush it. That's funny. Of course she'll get a free lawyer. They feel bad because they aren't paying, projecting their guilt. Yeah. Which, look, man, they don't have to. But what they try to do was a preheated, exactly. You preheat the crib and shit? Exactly. So you accidentally put the baby in the thing, thought it was a crib, and then also accidentally turned the motherfucker on. You get the point. But I agree with you that those are just people that are projecting. Because they don't want paying for products that you use to become a norm. It's that simple. Another story, and I'm not sure whether this is a crime yet or not. I'm still on the fence on this. Hillary asked if she thought it was one of the uncle's ovens from the old country. That's funny. She will claim mental illness and they'll let her out. They will let her out. That's exactly what she'll do. It'll be mental illness from oppression. I think they've already claimed mental illness with her. They'll say postpartum or some shit like that. Did your old lady run off with your Cash App account again? No, she didn't run off with it. She just got it. I can't put it on my phone. Trust me, it's the way this shit works. They always try to take me down and I always circumvent the issue. G Squad 1776, bro. It'll say grocery list on there. She's already done that, hence the bail reduction, 100%. It's G Squad 1776. I paid you Cash App. All right, well, shit. No, it's all good. I'll get it. She's just working right now. Most of the time she's on it and she sends me the updates during my streams. But she's working right now, so. But I'll check it out. Give me a second. She's being lazy with fucking updating me. Yep. Appreciate you guys. I'm retarded. I found it. There you go. I wish I was thinking about the mental health angle when I was young and acting crazy. Well, here's the thing, though. We didn't get away with that same shit back then. Look, man. When I started knowing, exactly, you have to open an oven, exactly. Look, and this is no knock at all you broads. But what I started noticing is when they started calling moody women bipolar. I said, what the fuck? So now a broad can be as moody and as crazy as she wants. And she can just be like, I'm bipolar. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. What do you mean you're bipolar? You're just a crazy bitch like the rest of them. This is called moody. When they started doing that, I said, oh man, these bitches everybody's gonna get away with everything. And then they started putting everybody on psychotropic drugs. Just something else for Big Pharma. Exactly, DC. They started putting everybody on these psychotropic drugs. It's called character. Blue Knight says women are batshit crazy. Fight me, it's the truth. I trust a man any day before I put my stock in useless gas. Am I moody? Yeah. That's because I drink, though. I don't like human beings, and I drink. So yeah, my moods vary throughout the day. It's not a mental illness, though. You know, it said drink what? Liquor. I mean, good. Grouchy isn't moody. Good point. Good point. Russell sent 10. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Got a bipolar nut. I don't drink and I don't like it most. Yeah, I don't like most humans. Liquor is quicker. I said I drink liquor. Of course, liquor's quicker. I don't drink and I don't like most humans. Yeah, I mean, let's just call it what it is. Most humans are not likable. I don't even know if I'm likable. I've always looked, I don't really know. You know what I mean? So, but most humans in general are self-centered, full of themselves. The liquor, I barely even know her. There you go. I don't care. Nobody cares, man. Nobody cares. I don't know what you're even talking about. Why would I care? You're saying some YouTuber, I assume. Who cares? Bro, what makes you think I have time to watch other YouTubers? Said you are likable. There you go. Have you been on the street lately? People are turning into real life zombies. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm likable for moments at a time. But then we gotta remember, in real life, I'm very arrogant. I am arrogant. Do you see what I'm saying? What the hell did you get rid of him for? What'd he do? Oh well, get him out. That's fine. Have you been on the street lately? Yeah, they are trying to zombie. Bipolar just one more way for useless people to cop a check from the government. I agree with that completely. Thank you, Russell. He's been trolling you for 2 hours. Nah. You seem to be happier lately, less angry. Have you found love? Nah. Love? No. Seem happier lately? I don't know if that's the right word. I'm vacationing constantly. So that's probably has something to do with it. I go to the happiest place on earth every day. Yeah, I haven't paid attention to them. Whenever, look, typically when it comes to trolls, I don't really, look, they're watching me, I'm not watching them. You know what I mean? Michael's laughing because he calls me Mr. Vacation. Mellowed out, yeah, well, yeah. And I watch, look, man, I probably drink less because I got shit to do. Sunshine does amazing shit. Yeah, sometimes you just need a change of location. We give disability for people with fake mental issues before our veterans and expect our country to not fall. Yeah, we're intelligent, 100%. All, you love the Elsa video? That's cool. All, and I mean all, entitlements need to be gone. I don't even like minimum wage. I think minimum wage should be abolished. It's just the truth. I think what you make is, what someone pays you for a task is between you and that motherfucker. It's up to you what you accept. It's up to him what he offers. That's the truth. But I liked it because my older sister's blonde. I'm the youngest, the ginger. There you go. You're definitely likable. I can't stand the JLRs on YouTube. Yeah. Pay people for their performance. Exactly. Illuminati. That's what JB has us for, to take the trash out. We need a drunk yo-yo spirit. You guys will probably get a drunk stream tonight over on the other channel. Probably. Thank you, Miss M. No, I'm talking about in real life. Well, here's the thing. My take about YouTube is I'm always, listen, at some point I'm going to say something that turns at least you off. It's just common sense. What I've learned about the YouTube audience is what's up, Napdos? What I've learned about the YouTube audience is that they always, it's like they expect to agree with you 100% of the time. They will love you to death. They will love you to death. But they will agree with you 99% of the time. But the minute you say one thing that they disagree with, they act like they've hated you forever. So the YouTube audience is a little fickle. Hot tube, post-woke world. But it's the way they are. So I will say this. I believe that you all think I'm great. I believe you'll like me until I say something you don't like. I'll just throw that out there. Or until we fuck. I'm just saying. Let me pick up some Jameson. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do tonight, I think. That's what I think I'm going to do tonight. 100%. Since I've been down here, though, I've been drinking more beer than whiskey. 100%. So moving on to the next story. We're going to talk about this for a minute. So you're the funniest and best at common sense and street smarts. I feel like that's a dying breed. Well, it's because it is. Most people are one or the other. Because, look, most people... Thank you, Tam. Most people that are sheltered, and they typically don't know shit. And then some people, you know what it is? I just think outside the box, man. Post-woke world says, I know there's harsh curses now. I think you had a good influence on them to say fuck it. No, I'm glad. I think so too. Now we can disagree on something. I'm not a pussy. I'll still be around for when we disagree again. Yeah, no, here's my thing. I believe the whole alive and unalive bullshit. Exactly. I believe, look, man, I could disagree with you and we can make up and be friends the next day. Because I come from the generation where we used to fist fight our best friends. Does that make sense? I come from a generation where we would fist fight our best friends and then be cool the next day. Gen X, that's what we do. So I have no problem having a debate with somebody, and I can accept that. But people today, they're so easily offended and not call the cops. Exactly. People don't understand. Back when I was growing up, we used to sit here and play Nintendo with our buddy and cuss each other out. Napdos that's in here right now. That's one of my childhood friends. We used to sit there and play Super Tecmo Bowl on the fucking NES or WrestleMania and cuss each other out. Fuck you, fag. Fuck you, fag. We used to do it all the time. There you go, Upgrade. Napdo says, off subject, but I watched Oppenheimer last night. It's a great movie. Movie of the year. Fuck that Barbie shit. So this is why comedy sucks. Well, people, exactly. They're offended at everything. The fact that I just said fag pisses him off. Murder is murder. I ain't down playing any crime. Exactly. The fact that I just said fag pisses them off. They're looking to flag. We're going to flag him. We're going to flag him. Tecmo Bowl with Bo Jackson was unstoppable. Yes. Because they are pussies. They're homos. It's the truth. And if that cost me a little $2 per 1,000 views, if they demonetize the video, who gives a fuck? Suck my dick. Hey JB, happy to find the channels and even happier to be on the fluffy side of the crime community. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you. Chavez Torres, let me see. She looks like she might be a little attractive. I mean, you're welcome, Chavez. Fine ass. I don't always agree with you, and I just keep my mouth shut, never stop listening or supporting. Look, yeah, sometimes you just, Tecmo Bowl was our favorite. Of course it was. All the Tecmo sports games. We're not going to always agree. And I think that 70s child, I remember those things were so different. Yeah. Look, man, I think that in general, it's society that's changed for the worse. It's not us. Society's changed. Most of us are still thick-skinned and strong. That's why I tell these people. These people think they can come in here and talk about me and it's gonna like affect me. I don't give a shit. My outlook is, I'm at work. I'm here to collect some money, do my job, perform well for y'all, and occasionally fuck a few of you. I've fucked a few of you. That's what I'm here for. I don't really give a fuck. One of the funniest things is like when a dude comes in here and says something about my appearance or something, like I'm a homo and supposed to be offended. JB, when you gonna lose some weight? When you gonna stop being a homo? It's weird. In real life, dudes don't say shit like that. I want to laugh at others' expense. Yes. That's your channel is the only way free speech works. I have people rely on YouTube to pay you 100%. That's why I don't care about AdSense. My channels for almost 2 decades has been completely crowdsourced. I don't have to worry about them demonetizing me. No one of us is the same. It's okay to see some things differently. How boring would it be if we were all the same? I agree with that. Never losing weight. We like to eat around here. That's right. 100%. And when I ain't eating food, I'm eating fat bitches. I'm always gonna have cholesterol. Fat bitches come cholesterol right onto you. I'm fucked no matter how this works. Alright, so guys, I want you to see, I'm gonna go smoke. I want you to see this. Hell no, diet. Don't try it. Oh yeah. I find you very entertaining. That's cool. Now I will say this. I try to keep my carbs down. I squirt cholesterol. He ain't lying. There you go. Be like, he did. Yes. I want to go back to that buffet. You know what I'm saying? I'm shit. I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem with it. Sometimes you just need carbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a shit. You ever seen a fat kid with like all kinds of, or a kid with like all kinds of like cake on his face? That's how I want to be with Cluminati's cholesterol. I don't care what time of month it is. I'll come up looking like that motherfucking, you remember the ravioli commercial? Where the kid has the ravioli all over his face? What did that motherfucker say? Beefy? Happy as fuck. Not care. All right. So, I'm gonna go smoke. What's up, Pam? How you doing? I sent you some crystals, JB. Let me give it shit. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me give it a shout out real quick. Extra butter, of course, man. Of course. Well, man, you better do it. Man, remember. Exactly. What was that commercial back in the day? Where's the cream filling? You know what I'm saying? Let me give a shout out to Gobbles. Thank you, Gobbles. Thank you, beautiful. She sent 25. She said, "You're the best. When I don't agree, keeping it real always. Well, I support you to keep it coming." That's the job, to keep it coming. I'm getting older, so I need a little break. I need a little break between the keeping it coming. I'm 43, so you gotta give me a second to recover. But I will. Thank you, Gobbles. Julia says I need to send you some tasty cakes from Philly. Shit. I'm down. I'm down. I don't want no actual cakes, dog. They have to be your cakes. Remember Laugh So Hard I Cried one time? You were sketching on JLR, holding the food and shovel and energy drink. You were so confused. Oh, yeah, it was hilarious. I remember. Thank you, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Baby naps, not in the oven, though. 100%. Thank you, Gobbles. Let me put the 54 there. Thank you. Baby nap. Let me update this here. And then I'm going to go smoke. I'll get you started on this next story. Oh, shit. It's not one that. All right. Says DC. Mm-hmm. All right, check this out. I'm not sure this is a crime. I wish I was 43. You look great for whatever age you are, Kathy. You look great for whatever fucking age you are. Don't get me started on JLL and his posting in the ramen noodles. Nah, here's the thing. I used to despise JLR, and I'm not saying I still don't. But you gotta remember, okay, I don't watch his content. I only see the title of his videos. I have to admit, I like him better. Excellent name. Excellent name. Anyways, I like him much better with him doing illegal immigration. Does that make sense? I really like him better doing illegal immigration. So I have nothing negative to say about him right now because he's at the border every fucking day. I despise his true crime coverage. He's a hustler. I love what he's doing at the border every day. So because of that, I've calmed down on JLR. Julia says, I just didn't like his coverage of Danilo Cavalcante escape in Pennsylvania. I was there on site as a K9 handler. And he was putting a lot of out of false. Oh, then you know it. Yeah, if you were there and as a K9 handler and you saw it, then yeah, I mean, yeah, he always puts out a lot of false information. You got to remember, back in the day, before Kohlberger got arrested, he had his own people that he thought it was, and then what he did after Kohlberger got arrested, he changed his titles and thumbnails. He deleted, just like Drip Drop did. They delete the videos once they look wrong. Does that make sense? Yeah, JLR's fine when he's doing the immigrants. But the reality of this is that when people like to delete the videos where they made a prediction or they spitballed, as Harsh says, my next live will be at noon, Upgrade. Cherry picking, exactly. They delete the videos where they were wrong on. I don't do that. When I'm wrong, you can find them. Let me give a shout out to Tay. Tay sent $19.99. Thank you, Upgrade, by the way. Thank you, Tay. Giving you my Twinkies. My Twinkie money. Giving me the Twinkie money? Or the Tinky money? What the fuck is Tinky money? What is a Tinky? Did you mean Twinkie? I like JB coming to the Netherlands. The stage is all yours. Maybe still is. It depends. The Netherlands, huh? What's up, Baya? Netherlands, huh? Let me also give a shout out, real quick, to Joy. Oh, shit. I'm not going to say your screen name because I don't want to dox you. You know who you are. You don't have to respond because I don't want them to know to match the names up. Who sent 5? Thank you so much, beautiful. Thank you so much. Said Twinkie, forgot my... Exactly, Julia. Let me add this shit real quick. God damn it, you got me doing math. Kind of. Okay, not necessarily. All right, cool. And thank you. I'm not gonna say your name again because I don't want them to be able to connect that shit. I'll pay to watch JLR be taken by the car. They had to bark and hold. Sorry, but if you're a scumbag, you're getting apprehended, especially if you've hurt a child. Exactly. They have to bark and hold. That's, you know the rules, I guess. 179.98. You guys are awesome people, man. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I watch JLR every now and then. At least he's not a lefty piece of... No, I agree. And that's what I said. He earned my respect with the border shit. I do not like his true crime shit. Because what he literally will do something like this. He literally will... I remember he was at a Dollar Tree. Actually, he was at a Dollar Tree and in the thumbnail, I can't remember what it was actually about. But he had a Dollar Tree in the back and he had a dollar he was holding. And like the whole video was about the dollar in the Dollar Tree, but he was trying to make it about Kohlberger. You know what I mean? Exactly. I hear you, Ryan. I can't remember which one the Dollar Tree video was, but it's too many weird true crime people out here. I love your channel because you keep it real and tell it exactly like it is. But I also have a football coach mentality. 15 going on 20 years Army. 100%. No, I get it. I get it. I do. I guess here get a prop. That's all. Yeah. I guess here's my thing, man, because I don't look at this as a performance per se. I did see Trump shoes. I'm considering the 199 ones, not the 400 ones. I don't like the gold ones. I'm considering the 199 ones, though. I gotta admit, the birthday balloons or Kohlberger got me. I was like, you literally bought Myler balloons to mock him in jail? Yeah, oh, yeah. I do like the flag on them, 100%. It was like you went to cheesy journalism course. Yeah. No, do you remember when he was in the fucking store? At Lowe's holding a shovel. We're digging up clues, exactly. Do you remember when he was in the damn Walmart? And he held up the ramen noodles? And he's like, this, and the whole video was that Brian Kohlberger was going to have to eat ramen noodles instead of Campbell's soup. The whole goddamn video, swear to God, I'm with you, Clementine. He held up the ramen noodles and said, this is the only soup Kohlberger will be eating. Held up the fucking Campbell's soup. He's like, he won't have Campbell's soup like this for a long time. And I was like, and it was what the whole video was. It's what it absolutely jumped on over. It was the whole video. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it when they told JLR Bigfoot was responsible for the Idaho. Yeah, no, these motherfuckers are crazy. These people are crazy. You know their new thing is that they think the Odinites and Dave Bautista killed the Idaho 4. Oh man, it's hilarious. His use of props is insane. All right, I'm gonna go smoke. So here's we're gonna play this real quick. I will be back. I'm not sure if this is a crime. Don't forget his giant lawsuit against Eric. Oh yeah, no, I gotta for you guys that haven't seen that. Even though I don't talk bad about JLR right now per se, I got a whole video on it. This motherfucker sued the Appalachian Trail. You understand what I'm saying? Even if you like JLR, you have to watch my video on JLR. Like I said, now I've calmed down with JLR, but come on, man. He sued himself. He sued everybody. That's all I'm gonna say. And somewhere along the line, I don't know how he sued the Appalachian Trail, but I remember that's what everybody laughed about, is because I'm reading through all the things that he sued, and I'm like, I'm on the Appalachian Trail at the time. I'm like, how the fuck you sue my trail? He said, that's how I found your channel? Yeah, that's funny shit. What's up, history, babe? Hit the likes in 1999. He said, keep vacationing and suit you well. Thank you, brother. His Wikipedia is hilarious. Thank you, hit the like. You're awesome, man. Shit. So we go here. There we go. The trail was too long. There. My troops and I love your freedom channels. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Julia. Thank you. Clue, yes, and impersonated the. Yeah, that's what I didn't like, was the impersonating. Oh, sister, thank you. Okay, good. Don't be telling me that. I'm probably gonna try to. He said he won a settlement for eating paint chips. Yeah, it is the Lancet thing. All right, so I'm not sure this is a crime yet. I'm gonna go smoke, watch this, and when I go back, I'm gonna talk about it. A Fort Lauderdale woman vanishes in Spain during nasty divorce. She says, oh dear Lord, I put us down a rabbit hole. Oh yes. Oh, you did. I'll be right back.
Details in a missing mystery. The investigation into the South Florida woman who went on a trip to Spain and has not been heard from in weeks. Well, it's intensified.
Investigators are now focusing on her husband's whereabouts. Local 10's crime specialist Bridget Matter is joining us live from Fort Lauderdale with the very latest. Bridget.
The investigation into this woman's disappearance is heating up. We are learning more about her husband's whereabouts around the time she disappeared, and he has still not shown up at his Fort Lauderdale home, and Anna has still not been found. 13 days ago, 40-year-old Anna Nezevich disappeared from Madrid, Spain. She left the Fort Lauderdale home she shared with her husband David in December amid a difficult divorce. Anna was last seen by neighbors at her Madrid apartment on February 2nd and failed to meet a friend in Barcelona on the 5th. She has not been heard from since. Local 10 spoke to her best friend, Sana Ramu, who says the night Anna disappeared, someone had spray painted the apartment building cameras.
There was a man the same evening when she disappeared that spray painted the surveillance cameras in her building with black paint.
Anna's husband, David, was not home when Local 10 visited the home Wednesday. Now, new troubling details according to a Fort Lauderdale police report. Anna's brother contacted police about his sister's case and told detectives, quote, Anna and David are going through a nasty divorce and there's a substantial amount of money on the line to be split up between the two, and David is not happy about it. Anna's loved ones say David left for Serbia on January 17th, but on January 25th, David reported a delayed car burglary with Fort Lauderdale police. He says someone had broken into the Mercedes in his driveway the night before.
Last I saw of him was there was a couple of cop cars out there a couple of weeks back. He was speaking to the police.
The report says the total loss of items missing were $5,769. Anna's missing persons report says family tried contacting David and, quote, he called and texted David asking where Anna was to no avail. It goes on to say David replied to Anna's brother, quote, as if he was out of the country. That was on February 6th. There's no sign of David at their Fort Lauderdale home today. He's not facing any charges, and police have not named him as a person of interest. The State Department confirms they're working with Spanish authorities closely to find Anna. And a close friend tells me that Spanish authorities did give them some positive information regarding their investigation, but they're not giving us details on that. But there's still no sign of her as of today. For now, we're live in Fort Lauderdale. Bridget Matter, Local 10 News.
Look, when it comes to this, when it comes to a case like this, number one, this is why I'll never get married again. I think most of us, even the ladies, can agree family courts, divorce courts is fucked up. What's a big brick? Yeah, I'm constantly, look. And I blame Reagan for no-fault divorce, by the way. Even though I like Reagan. I blame Reagan for no-fault divorce. At the end of the day, the way you end husbands, because I do think that's what happened here. Because let me tell you something. If I was going through a divorce and I knew I was about to lose all of my shit, you're coming up missing too. And I think that, and not everybody's going to agree with me here. Thank you, Chris. He sent 2. Thank you. Not everybody here is going to agree with me. But reality is, I remember Martin Lawrence did a comedy a long time ago, and he says, he doesn't understand it either. How I could come into the relationship with $10 million, and you could come into the relationship with a hat. And you were like, and when you leave, you take your hat plus $5 million. All this shit that they talk about the patriarchy, it does not exist in the family courts. The example is 91% of alimony is paid to women. 87% of child custody and child support is paid to women. So 90% of the time, women win. Here's the truth though. 60% of marriages end in a divorce. 75% of divorces are filed by, guess, women. Because it's profitable. I love Tennessee. I go to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge all the time. I love Tennessee. Well, yeah. Because the numbers prove that some men deserve their kids over women. When a child is murdered by a parent, it's usually married by a mother. Statistics show that if a child is murdered by a parent, over 50% of the time it's by the mother. So, if you want to stop cases like this, maybe we should stop robbing one of the two people. Because if I'm a husband and I've worked my ass off and I've accumulated wealth, or even if I haven't, let's just say it's even worse probably if you're broke. Imagine you worked your whole life. What's up, Gigi? How you doing, beautiful? Imagine you worked your whole life to be able to afford a house. And everybody knows it's the men, it's that man that paid for that house. And I'm generally speaking, not all. And so just because this woman feels like she wants to go get on Bumble, which is what this woman did. She wanted to go to Spain and have a romantic time while taking half his shit. My position is, what do you expect to happen? You're going through a court case with this man. Well, yeah, I 100% agree with that. Look, women can't take care of their kids, they get handouts. If men can't take care of their kids, they go to prison. But I'm not absolving men. You're a man, do your fucking job. I don't believe in any of that 50-50 shit. She said, my ex-husband tried to take my retirement, my dog, and my condo. See, that's not cool. I do not believe anybody should have to pay for dick or pussy that they already had. The reality of this is every time I end a relationship, I typically have to start over or whatever. It happens. We all can do that. I feel like if we know in a relationship what's yours and what's mine. For instance, the PlayStation 5 is mine. I'm the one that plays it. Why would that need to be counted in with any of our assets? And I definitely don't like alimony. Why do I have to pay for pussy that's currently being fucked by somebody else? I don't understand it. Marrying somebody should not be a come up. The beautiful Texas Gigi. She came and she sent $20. She said, I told Cluminati she'd love you. I love her back. She's awesome. She's been awesome this entire time. Especially when the wife cheated on the husband with somebody else. He has to pay for it, 100%. Thank you, Gigi. Yeah, Cluminati's been cool this whole time. I just don't. I believe, but we also live in a world now. She said, I think if you've been married 10 years, the ex-spouse is entitled to it unless the ex decided not to pursue. So if I was married to you for 10 years, you believe you deserve half of my shit? And then you deserve alimony? For what? How come you don't pay me alimony? Now, I will say this. If we're in a situation where you're a traditional housewife, okay. If you're a traditional housewife, I will agree to alimony for a 6-month period of time to get you back on your feet. But that's only if you were a traditional housewife. If you were one of these I am woman, hear me roar type bitches, I'm independent, I got my own money. Good, bitch, you don't need alimony. Good. Because if you got a job and I got a job, why I got to be the one to pay you alimony? Make sense? So right now, this chick, Anna, is ready to move on from her estranged husband, David. She's been using Bumble in the month before she disappeared in Spain. So she went to Spain to go suck off dudes off Bumble she was dating all the time. If this bitch is with me, you're taking me to court for my shit, and then you're gonna go to Spain and suck off a bunch of dudes in Spain. Bitch, you're not coming back from Spain. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, man, I'm not rolling with this one. I'm not saying she deserved to die. I'm saying that I understand why she's dead. Exactly. Traditional housewife, yes. Gen X. 100%. You up in Spain, titties out on Bumble and shit. Meanwhile, and of course, these broads fall in love with everybody. Look at this message. Yesterday after therapy, I needed a walk, and he approached me on the street. Amazing connection like I never had before. Of course, they're in love with everybody now. So you're going to take that dude's money. Take half of it? Nah. No. I don't know if he did or not. Truth is, why those bitches today don't even know what that is. I agree. What an iron is, 100%. Is she missing in Madrid or dead? You know, that was a bad boob job she has, which he probably paid for. That's another thing. Men, if you pay for boob jobs with these chicks, you're a sucker. You're a sucker. dead honest. Barcelona, I think. Let's see here. Police were in contact with several people she had been speaking with on Bumble. The pair made several attempts to reconcile, but Anna was ready to move on. Spanish dick. Yeah, nah, man. I ain't doing it. I'm not saying she deserved to die, but I'm saying I do understand why she did. My husband put an ad in the newspaper, got me a divorce by abandonment, even though he knew where I was. I did that to my first wife. I don't like Spanish dick. Hard to see at night. You heard about the woman who murdered the cyclist and then fled to Costa Rica? She got played. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's crazy. Roy says it's crazy, just crazy how blindly dudes jump into marriages knowing this shit. I've had 2 failed marriages, but both didn't involve kids and went smooth. A couple of my friends on that 100%. Gut feeling said even though he knew where I was, he got everything, but I didn't care. I just want out. Well, and that's the thing is I think in a relationship that should be what most people's position is. You just want out. But I also feel like if we're 2 adults, we should be able to talk it out. Like, once again, it goes back to what I was saying before. We know whose shit is whose. We know whose shit is whose. Yeah, I don't know why husbands buy boob jobs either. He said, you didn't like these titties when we started fucking? I hear you there. But I also think it's a bad investment for men. Every dude I've ever known that's bought a boob job for a chick, that chick has went on to fuck other people. It's a bad investment. Now you done sculpted your chick. Just like if I date a fat chick, I don't want you to lose weight. I don't. I don't want you to lose weight. Because I got not my titties specifically, mine are perfection naturally. There you go. Have to watch your damn YouTube videos. Check it out. I had to check that shit out. Anyways, look. It's crazy because it's usually the women that really push for it. Yeah, and I do think so. Just my opinion. Like I said, like if I'm with a chick and she's fat, I don't want her to lose weight. Because once she loses weight and she'll start getting attention she may not have got before, it's not a good thing. This is like telling a bunch of 19-year-old privates and specialists not to go to the red light district in Europe or come home with a bride. Yeah. I eat tasty cake, especially for the squatty booty gang. There you go. I filed a divorce out of state of Texas, and the state that I reside in didn't know the divorce laws of Texas. Yeah, no, man, there was an ex, one of my ex-wives. She wasn't gonna fucking sign the divorce papers. I did the whole newspaper thing. I hear you there, Roy. Most won't lose it like that. I want to see the video of the trampoline. But anyways, so look, man, I believe that, I'm not gonna rant and rave too much on it. I believe that ultimately, if they want to stop people from being murdered in situations like this, you got to change the laws, man. You have to change the laws. Because when dudes should not feel like, look. And by the way, I don't believe in divorce, actually. I think that commitment matters. But I also feel like if you put a dude's back against the wall and he feels like just because this chick and me no longer get along, he's going to lose everything he worked for, I think you're asking for... Because listen, men don't like you to fuck with their money. I don't like... That's something I will kill somebody over. I'm personally trying to survive here. Does that make sense? Just don't fuck with a man's money. Just like with a woman, don't fuck with her kids, right? I think that's a safe thing to say, right? With women, they tend to be like, just don't fuck with my kids. With men, it's just don't fuck with our money. I think those are the two things that typically matter the most to each side. I think those are the two things that will force somebody to kill somebody. If I know you're trying to rob me, exactly. Child support is, I hate child support. And by the way, I think all men should support their children. I think all men should support their children, but not at gunpoint. Not at gunpoint. We live in a country where there's not supposed to be a debtor's prison. But if you don't pay your taxes, you go to jail. You don't pay the woman, you go to jail. People have been disappearing their spouses for millennia, exactly. Julia says no one should be able to mess with anyone else's money, period. Go out and work and stop trying to steal people's money in divorce, 100%. Cam C. Guinness says, it's always the other side of the coin where the wife, me, pays for it all. Exactly. You're the exception to the rule. I was 21 years old and stupid. Then I left with my clothes and thankfully my life. Forget that material objects. Yeah. That's what we did. If I needed something, I reached out to him. Didn't need a court to get involved. Exactly. My thing with when it comes to you, Cam, you're the exception to the rule. Because remember, 91% of alimony goes to the chick and 87% of child support. So any woman that goes to that, you're the exception to the rule. So, well, fuck it, I'm taking the day off. I hear you there. I'm going to be drinking here soon. I'm going to be drinking before my news stream. I'm going to go get something to drink, and then I'm going to do the news stream probably at noon. Said both my parents passed away. Both sides of the family went in and took my sisters and my inheritances. Yeah, I thought about it. They ain't worth... No, and that's the thing. It's not worth jail. And I think that's also how I've grown. Because instead of getting married and risking that, I just would rather not get married. I don't even call myself in a relationship. I tell the chick that I'm currently around, don't call me your boyfriend. You ain't my girlfriend. We're not together. I'll fuck who I want when I want. Does that make sense? Because the commitment shit to me, and look, I'm not a cheater. Nothing like that. And so my new way of handling relationships now is, why don't we see how we act without the commitment to see if we want to commit? And I'm not fucking anybody else, but I will if I want. So to me, I'm just to that point. Won't set a date in my heart, but I'm already married 100%. Exactly. So to me, I just handle the shit differently. Because people are different these days, man. It's hard to trust anything. And I got too much... I'm married to my job, man. I'm married to what I do. And so, JB plays then by them pimp rules. Hey, it is what it is, man. And you do it amazingly. Thank you. But I also feel like if I ever fell in love again, maybe that would change. But I don't know. I think as you get older, you become too, what's the word I'm looking for? Suspicious of everything. I look at people differently now. And I've never been cheated on or anything like that, but I still look, because I do news every day, I look at people differently. you're constantly seeing the evils and shit like that exist. And so I'm like, oh, I agree, Soulless Ginger. JB, you get married again, you get married again, you just got to meet the unicorn. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. But because there's well, unicorn is the exact word. Because there's things that most of y'all, there's other elements to me that y'all don't know yet. I didn't realize how evil it was until I deployed. People have no idea. 100%. So when you are with someone that fulfills you, you don't desire anyone else. I believe that. I believe that. I'm a hard person to deal with, though. You have to understand that I have a certain lifestyle that not other people have. There's a certain lifestyle. I guess we'll just call it a DS lifestyle. We'll leave it there. But your average person can't be with me. Just be clear in what it is and what it isn't. Both men and women do much better. No, I agree. Just don't lie. So say it. Just say I'm advanced kink. We'll just leave it at that. I'm very advanced when it comes to kink. You see what I'm saying? You and I would get along great. There you go. I hear you there. I have complete PTSD. I know I have a lot of things I need to personally work on, but I'm super upfront about it. Yeah, you gotta be. You have to be. Like my desires and needs for control, I'm very upfront with. Kinks and shit like that, very upfront with. How do you feel about women proposing? Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But Shanice, let me tell you something. If you're going to be, I'm all about kink, but you ain't fisting my ass. Well, yeah, I hear you. We'd have to put that in the contract. We'd have to put that in contract. JB, is it live on TV or the political channel? It's on the live stream channel. The one that we'll be doing there. Shanice, okay. Women, I understand proposing, but you have to ask yourself why the man isn't proposing. If you propose to the dude, you have to be real with yourself and say, why is the dude not proposing? Because if the dude isn't willing to take that leadership role, he's probably not the dude. Says JB, now I know you're serious. The contract, that's when you know he ain't new to the game. He goes, no, yeah, we're signing shit. I do not have sex with or do anything with anyone that's not willing to sign and be filmed. Because I absolutely will. Your consent is number one to me. You have to consent on camera and on paper. Does that make sense? Because shit's about to get intense. Now you have piqued my curiosity of your kinks. I had a whole room dedicated to it. A sex room. A whole room. I was 50 Shades before 50 Shades was on TV. I'll just leave it at that. Women don't want to propose. If it takes them 10 years, we're losing our confidence. Yeah. I just think that if a man is truly a leader and he really wants to get married, you'll know it. He'll tell you. There should be no reason for you to propose. If that man has not told you, you're what I want, then what he's trying to do is put it off. And I'm not trying to snitch out, I'm not trying to rat out my fellow men. He's trying to put it off. It's one of those things. Have you ever had something to do that you really didn't want to do? And you're like, like a chore. Have you ever procrastinated? Agreed. ginger ale cat. Have you ever had something you didn't want to do, so you procrastinated? And you're like, oh, fine, finally, guess I'll take out this goddamn trash. If a dude does not propose to you, that's because marrying you is taking out the trash to him. I hope that makes sense. You don't have to believe me. I'm just calling it like it is. You don't have to believe me at all. A man snatches what he wants. I don't get the big deal of marriage. It's just government oversight of your relationship. Bingo. That's why in my world we don't get married. We collar up. Your collar is your wedding ring. There's a reason I told you I'll never get married again. And I mean it. Doesn't mean I'll never have a wife. It means I'll never get married again. I'll never get the government involved ever again. Or do it for the other person. You don't want to do that shit for the other. Don't get married for another person. Don't get married unless you want to. Don't do anything unless you want to. It's just reality. Well, guys, this has been fun, man. I haven't did, it's 2 hours 51. I'll go another 9 minutes. It's been a long time since I did a stream on this channel. I think I'm going to come back and do them as often as possible, particularly in the mornings. I do got my other channel, which is politics and real life, that we typically go live on at noon. Even men that want a wife don't want the hassle and expense of a wedding. Of course, no man, because you got to remember, a wedding is a woman's dream, not a man's. A wedding is an expense to a dude. No man wants to be in a tux and shit. No matter how much your man tells you he wants the wedding, no, he doesn't. He does not want the wedding. It's expensive. He gets nothing out of it. He doesn't want to see the in-laws. Any man that tells you he loves your mama is a goddamn liar. We don't. Some women's dream, not all. He's like, no, I hear you there. There's not a man alive that loves the in-laws. You know why? Because in-laws like to butt their nose in. Men don't like that shit. You don't like that shit. So you're cracking me up. All truths. What's up, you vet? No, it is. We don't like that shit. Because it's a power struggle. Your mom or your family has been the number one thing in your lives until we get there. And now I want control. I'm not sharing it with your mom. I'm 43. I ain't about to ask your mom for permission to be with you. I don't care what she thinks about me either. And I'm not doing holidays, family shit. You know why? You ever notice that it's always the women's family that you go to during the holidays? It's never the men's. Nah, ask any man in here whose family they went to on Thanksgiving, Christmas. They went to her mom's, her mom, her family's, not his. But it's just a theory. Love you guys, man. This has been a great stream. This has been fun. My husband told his parents he was marrying me before he even mentioned it to me. Told his parents? That's crazy. Sometimes you get lucky. My son-in-law are very close. What's up, Keep the Faith? He said, man, I have to do both. No, you tell him no, Denny. That's what you say. You say, I'm not going to neither one of these motherfuckers' houses. Sometimes, and yeah, sometimes you do get lucky. You know what? You know what I always tell whatever chick I'm with? I'm a 43-year-old. I'm a grown-ass man. Why can't I smell turkey in my house? I want you in my house making Thanksgiving Day dinner. How the fuck can we go? How can you cook our food and go visit all them motherfuckers at the same time? I want my house to smell like turkey and mashed potatoes. Fuck your mom's house. Fuck my mom's house. I want my house to smell like that shit. Cocksuckers. You know what I'm saying? No, fuck your mom. Fat bitch. You know what I'm saying? You fuck her. I have a mother and father-in-law that are very great people, and I'm blessed for that because my ex-wife and her family, I did not get along with. There you go. No, I don't understand it. Another thing I don't understand is you motherfucking lames that let your wives and girlfriends talk you into having a man cave. Bitch, I pay for all this. This whole house is the man cave. Talking about you're talking about I get the basement to set up my. Listen, the people that know me will tell you my whole living room was an arcade. Do you know why? I pay for this shit. You ain't about to man cave me. The whole house is the man cave. Fuck you talking about? Fuck that dining room table. We're throwing it out. We're putting a pool table there. Get your fucking ass out of here. Try to ground me to the basement like I'm your fucking kid. Go to your man. And what's even worse is when I hear men talk about it like it's fucking cool. JB, I got my man cave. Bitch, didn't you pay the whole mortgage? Yeah, exactly. Your woman needs a she shed. Get that bitch out to the shed. Fuck out of here. Talk about. I could never argue with you because you would have me laughing. That's right. When you have a good pussy, that's a good point. That's a good point. But also, let me tell you, men, another secret. Stop chasing it like the dog with the pink thing hanging out. Make your woman think you don't even like pussy no more. I'm not joking. Because once a woman knows that's your thing, they will control the shit out of you with it. I tell the chick that I sleep with every single night. I'm like, man, I'm old, man. I don't feel like fucking. Or I'm too drunk. That bitch ain't got dick in 3 months. I'm too busy at Disney. Too busy, too tired, too drunk. You can suck me off, though. Don't let them women think they can control you with that shit. Make them chase you. Because men, you are the prize, man. And I'm gonna say this before I go. And ladies, you can deny it all you want. Every pussy in the world can make me come. Not every dick in the world can make you come. Which is the more valuable product? You can only make me come once. I'm gonna make you come multiple times. Which one is the more valuable product? And with that, I drop the mic and I say, have a good morning. Clemente says, same with women, these bitches today are so desperate. Why? I give a tutorial on doing the same shit they do with a stick and some batteries. Absolutely. My pink thing is always out. He's the boss sometimes. See, you can't let that happen, Diddy. You can't let that happen. Love y'all, man. This has been fun. We're going to do it again. You guys have a good one, man. Good to meet a lot of y'all. Clemente, good to meet you. I'll see y'all next time. I'm out of here. Turn off the fucking